Let's fly into the breaking news, though. We're going to talk about Mason Mount. This is coming in from basically coming in from the Chelsea side of things. A journalist who, let me just get the name correct, works in London, and effectively is saying that it's Nizar Kinsella, who is a Chelsea, Fulham, and England journalist for Standard Sport. Nearly 500,000 followers. And what he's saying about Mason, he's even got Mason Mount on his profile. He says Mount is unlikely to get any offers beyond Manchester United in time for pre-season. Others interested but not ready to move at the moment. Pochettino wants him to stay, but his mind seems to be made up after underproductive renewal talks with the hierarchy. Effectively, Mason Mount will leave Chelsea on a free transfer if talks with Manchester United collapse. United walked away from Harry Kane over price and would with Mount if priced out. Interesting few weeks coming up as they don't want a saga. So this is really interesting because there's probably quite a few of you who don't and wouldn't want to who would like to see Manchester United walk away from a Mason Mount deal. And this may well end up happening if we don't get this resolved really, really quickly. Mason Mount is and could well end up being another Harry Kane saga for United. So that's coming in from a really good source close to the Chelsea side of things. I don't know what to say about this. I mean, I don't think it's a good news. But you have to look at the situation and say that with regards to Mason Mount, this is a player that Erik ten Hag wants to sign. This is a player that Man United have prioritised at the start of this transfer window. And this is a player that we could get priced out of. Now, it's interesting because Kovacic has just had... Apparently, Man City are going to get Kovacic for about £30 million. He's got 1 year left on his deal. He's 28. Mason Mount's got 1 year left on his deal. He's 24. Is that double the price? I don't think it is. It's the English tax, isn't it? But the Mason Mount deal is the one that United are working on at the moment. But I also think that it's problematic potentially because Chelsea clearly don't want to see Mason Mount go. And Chelsea clearly are going to make this very, very difficult for United. And it's very interesting how Harry Kane was referenced, because I think with Harry Kane, you've got a situation with Harry Kane where Man United really, really wanted Harry Kane, but knew that they faced a situation where they were going to have to walk away because they couldn't get him out of Spurs. Now with Chelsea, that could be the same situation. And I'm saying situation a lot because it's fluid, but it's concerning because it's a scenario that we've been through time and time and time again with Manchester United, where they're just inadequate when it comes to doing these types of deals. And I worry about... I think we will get this deal done. I don't think we'll walk away, but there's clearly deadlock here. And United are clearly saying the player wants to come to us. He's only got a year left on his contract. We're not going to pay more than probably 50 million quid. But Chelsea are going to say he's a really important player that we want to keep. He's 24. He's English. We're not going to sell him for anything less than 65. And I think that could be the problem. And ultimately, we'll either cave in or walk away. Joe, thank you very much for joining the members club. How can we sign players now? The deal still needs to be done and the takeover will take over 2 months. Oh, God. That's a super chat from Quee. If somebody wants to let him know in the chat that you can do transfers when you've not... So basically, we're not a bird flying around Manchester with no owner. We're owned by the Glazers. So of course we can do transfers, and we will do transfers, but it's not going to be easy when we've got this. Apparently, we've had a tweet coming in from Mullock in the Mirror. I love it. I love being live because the great thing is my computer's going slower than Harry Maguire. I think it's dying in the heat, and I can't even see the chat because it's like stuck on people going, Goldbridge is fed up. David De Gea is set to leave Manchester United this summer, according to Disco Mirror. Wow, that is massive news. David De Gea is expected to leave Manchester United this summer. So that's literally broken. I mean, the tweet I can see is Beth saying tears in my eyes. Look, I get the fun side of this, but seriously, have a word with yourself. I can't stand that level of football support. This is a guy who's been a legend of this football club. Give him some fucking respect. Tears in my eyes. Celebrations. All right, you've got what you want. Well done. But you've already got what you want. Why can't you step forward and give a bit of respect? Why is it like, oh, tears in my eyes, a player's going? I think it's so disrespectful. It's so disrespectful. You've got what you want. Why are you doing party crackers and everything like that? Have you got no humility or class? Do you not know what this football club is all about? We're Manchester United. Like, he's been a very, very good player for us for over a decade. He's won numerous Player of the Seasons awards. If he is leaving, show a bit of class. I mean, I get it. I've always said I get it. Like, I wouldn't get rid of him. No, I wouldn't get rid of him. But guess what? I'm a grown adult who is used to football being all over the place. And logically, I think the fact that that deal wasn't signed 2 weeks ago, you start to talk about what we've been talking about with Saudi Arabia, and you go, well, you know what? It's not looking good, is it? But if you wanted him to go, you've got what you want. Can you not just show a bit of respect and say he's been a fantastic player for this player, and just show a bit of respect. Like, just show a bit of respect. That's all I'm saying. I mean, I don't get the celebrations about it. If Marcus Rashford left to PSG, why would anybody celebrate? So I don't actually get it. I don't really understand it. But look, people are entitled to their own opinion. Of course they are. But yeah, it's disappointing from my point of view. I'm not going to lie. I'm concerned. I really am concerned about what that means for our transfer budget. But you know what? It is what it is, and it doesn't massively surprise me.